Well, hey folks, Species7 here, and welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, thanks so much for stopping by. We're doing a map review today for Farm Sim 15, and the map we are reviewing is called Under the Hill. Oh, good, there's nothing up there. Just making sure. But, yeah, an interesting smaller map, very basic, has your 3 standard critters, has your normal crops, and not much beyond that. There is no complex economy, nothing like that. It is a very simple, very nicely laid out small map. So, nice assets, things look good, although I gotta admit, when I first loaded it up, I was gonna go, oh man, we're taking a pass on this, and then I remember I hadn't adjusted my graphics, and I was looking at the entire thing in its lowest resolution and worst quality. It looked it. So here we are on the main farm of Under the Hill, and as you can see, our chicks are here on the farm, and well, all over the farm actually, and they have a non-water mod map as well, so don't be looking for a place to feed and water them. You need just collect their eggs. Lots of really interesting storage with quite a bit of gear, most of which, after looking around at the map, I think I'd probably scrap. This is one of those maps where you may find yourself tempted to go with a little bit smaller, older equipment. Definitely small. The roads are incredibly tight, and well, there's not really that many places you need to go that are that far away. With that said, let's jump in here, have a look at our card, shall we? As I said, there is naught but bog standard. Your grains, your roots, all that, it's here. As for sell points, yeah, you're not missing this. You do have a place to offload wood chips. There is a place you can sell your logs. Beyond that, everything goes to the farm shop. So, well, let's go have a look, shall we? As I said, all kinds of neat storage areas on the barn, little things you can, climb up and wander around and get stuck in, and all those sort of wonderful things. We'll just want to get out of here. Thank you. So yeah, an interesting layout, certainly an original looking farm. Now this is supposed to represent Slovenia, is the part of the world we're in, but there are no labeling of any kind, no even signage of any kind, so to say it is in any way regional so far as you may have issues playing it wouldn't be correct. Again, there really is only one spot to dump things, so hard to go wrong. So let's go for a little waddle, shall we? Right next to your farm, and you can see even the roads are almost too tight for the pickup. You have a gas station and your grain storage, as well as wood chip and root fruit storage, i.e. potatoes and sugar beets. Yeah, fooled me putting that there. There we go. Yeah, the backdrop is almost scary, but we'll let that go. The fields here are really unique. Really, really unique, actually. You'll find there's just all kinds of odd little fields here and there. Like, okay, that's potatoes. So here's a little, well, I guess it's different dirt texture. Usually potatoes have such a smooth, glossy hump. This is sort of a little rough, almost wood chippy looking. But yeah, so, a little patch of potatoes there, a strip of corn here. There are some fields that are actually almost combinations. You'll have a strip of wheat and a strip of corn or something else on pretty much the same field, and only about a combine two or width, So these are a little bit larger. So you own everything right from the start. And I don't know with the layout of these fields whether hired workers are actually going to work. like these fields might be laid out a little too randomly for them to, you know, have any sort of east-west, north-south configuration to work from. But again, not sure. I suppose we could throw something on there and give it a try. I do believe that's about the end of going this way. Yes, it is. Okay. So, a little road down to the river there. Maybe a spot to fill up your water. Alright. As I say, it is a very small map. And with only a single cell point, there's not a lot you can miss. There's another section of the farm. And this is kind of unusual. Now, I looked here, and we have our water outflow. We have a bunch of cows. We have feeding troughs. Now, these are static cows. I did buy 10 cows, but I assure you I bought much more animated cows than this. And we also have the solid manure, as well as a fair chunk of equipment, more or less associated with cow type stuff. That's kind of a waste, actually, having a straw shedder and a mix feeder, because you can simply throw your bales in there and blow them out without adding any mix to it, and there's your straw. So again, little field, you know, more of them tucked back here. But we should probably take the truck. More storage there. So yeah, you may notice though that what we don't have there is our cows. And no, they are in fact somewhere else. So, really, you guys just pushed me off the road into the curb? Really nice, guys. Really nice. Alright, let's head down this way. And here you can see what I mean by some rather odd layouts for more potatoes, some grains, some corn, you know, barley, wheat. It's kind of neat, actually. I like it. I think it's an interesting way of doing things, a little bit off normal. Yeah, there's also places you'll find things like this big mud pit in the middle of your field, and yeah, that is one of those dirt and terrain mud pits. So if your harvester has an issue getting through there, I wouldn't be too surprised. Was that actually doing crop damage? Yes, it is. I wonder why. I think that may have something to do with the dirt and terrain mod, actually. Huh. Because I don't have the drive control mod on. Interesting. Alright, well, there you go. I'm sorry, I've just crushed a bunch of our corn into oblivion. That's just great, isn't it? Alright, let's continue on. Here is our main everything. Alright. The whatever that's called. Oh, here we go. Old tractor team. So yeah, you can, as you see, there's your help phone. We can sell eggs. Here's where we can sell all of our grainy products, etc. And you also, there's your bank thing. And this is your shop menu. So, there you go. There doesn't appear to be a fixed sale point for tractors and gear. So, oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Here it is. Tucked over here, way over in the back. So there you go. You got your bonus area. And yeah, this is it. This is, you also get, so you can see, your seeds, your fertilizer. I don't see where we can pick up saplings. No. Well, I wonder if that's going to be an issue. I'm going to say there is logging on this map. Maybe they've hidden something back here. Nope. Although, mind you, tiny as this map is, I had to go around it 3 times to find my sheep. So, not to say there isn't some hidden little spot up one of these roads, because there's quite a network of dirt roads, etc. as well. So not to say in one of these little hidden spots you won't find a place to buy saplings. Again, some more fields laid out, including a rather large meadow area. I would think this would do your entire grass cutting needs for the map. So, yeah. And, well, I don't think we want to get too far into the bridge, but hey. Oh, I see. It's that whole Roadrunner Coyote thing, isn't it? You guys can go through and I slam into it and it's a solid wall. Yeah. Come on, I was a kid. I've seen the cartoons. I know what you're up to. Alright. So now, let's get back out to the main intersection area. And we'll go have a look at the other part of the map. It does have a bit of a sort of lived-in quality to it. You know, you don't see rows and blocks of the entire same building as filler. Everything's sort of laid out individually and uniquely. Not a lot of assets you don't see on other maps, although some of the buildings are unique, or at least unique enough. Yeah, we do want to try and get around this corner. Alright. And head up this way. Through the wee village. And, yeah, I mean, like, there is some unique fields. I mean, unique fields. I don't know what that is, but I'd be afraid to harvest it. But yeah, I mean, you know, you got a kind of a row or two of potatoes going down the middle. Same thing up there. There's another little patch of it. How in God's name you'd even get things like your harvester over there? I don't know, but good luck with it. Yeah, as I said, you don't want huge equipment, that's for sure. Geez, that stuff's better close up than far away than close up, isn't it? Alright. Now, we also, if we can squish our way through here, find out this is where our cows live. Yeah, the actual dairy cows are down here. Hello, ladies. And I'm not sure if this feeding trough is actually required or if you do the one on the main farm. So, I mean, some things on this map are a little bit odd. But this really doesn't... I mean, they do give you an allowance to get in here. You know, you might be able to use a loader or something to drop something in there, or even back a trailer down there, God help us. But we have our silage pit. There's really some rather interesting choices for textures and connections with different things as well. But, yeah. So, as you can see, that's the old dirt terrain thing kicking in. And a really strange dirt road that goes nowhere. Alright. Get a good run at this mud, maybe we'll get through it. Almost. Okay. Now, squeeze through here, and we'll find wood chips, logs, and the log train. And there's also a water point here. Ta-da! So yeah, that's kind of neat. So to say, you do have your forestry services. I wonder, did they hide the... Place to buy saplings up here, maybe? Da-da-da-dee. No looky like. Start you out with some logging gear. No. Doesn't appear that you can saplingate yourself here either. So maybe they're just not a thing. Interesting. Alrighty. So there you go. That's your forestry aspect of the map. Another rather interesting field. I don't think there's actually anything there. There's just some houses up on the hill if you end up taking these other roads. I do believe that's what this one is. Yeah, it just takes you up to those houses. And it's really hard to turn around up there without falling down the cliff. So we're not going to demonstrate that particular feature. Yeah, this truck is too big for this map. Now, somewhere, there we are. See what I mean by missing the sheep? Who would have thought, eh? So here you go. Here's your Woolly Crunchies. Here's your pickup point, your feed point. And there's the girls. Okay. And that's really weird. You notice that? They walk up the hill and they get deeper and deeper, like they're sinking in. See that brown one back there? And then they rise up out of the ground. See, watch this white sheep coming towards us. Okay, he's almost up to his chest. Oh, of course, he's going to come right up. And then they rise up out of the ground. That's just weird. Buoyant sheep or something, I don't know. But anyway, there's our sheepage. So we've seen the cows, the chickens, the sheep. We've seen where we dump our crops. And you know what, guys? That's actually about it for this map. So, I know that looks like a pile of calc there, but that's not included on the map either. Here's another one of these dual strip fields. You get 1 header worth of corn and 1.5 headers of wheat. It's a beautiful thing. Trees are full of caterpillars' nests. That really needs to be dealt with, because those things will take over your world. And there we are, back at the main farm. Not that we're able to actually get in the farmyard with this big old truck, but there. So there you have it, folks. That's the Under the Hill map, version 5. Kind of a neat little map. Again, this would be one that the equipment you use would really help make the map. I also think this would be a really nice one to add the Universal Process Kit and then maybe throw the Apple mod. Get a few orchards or something going out on some of these spaces. Might be kind of neat. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, well, you know the drill. Please hit the like button. Nicest thing you can do for a poor old YouTuber like me. And feel free to share a favorite. If you haven't subscribed yet, well, this is a good time. Beyond that, well, this has been Species 7 for Farm Sim 15, having a look at the Underhill version 5 map. The link will be down below in the description. I do warn you, it is an uploaded.net link, but the mod author has asked that people respect that, and so we shall. Alright, take care of each other, folks. Have a wonderful day, and ciao for now.